It's disgusting what's going on with her. You guys need to put a stop to this because it is going too far. She was out there hacking again versus Phoenix today. And not only was she out there hacking and doing all of that stuff, let's look at her trying to interrupt the Phoenix Mercury's huddle and start a fight with Satou Sabally and Mercury players. Let's look at this nonsense. You guys need to put a stop to this. Y'all need to put a
DiJonai Carrington tried to make Satou Sabally into her own punching bag until the game was over. Bag because it's obvious that 4 quarters weren't enough, and Kathy Angelbert is out here pretending to be in charge of a yoga retreat rather than a professional league. Someone needs to get this woman a fire extinguisher and a whistle because this isn't just WNBA rivalry. It's a full-fledged, spicy showdown, and you won't believe what happened. Grab some popcorn. This one is insane in the best way possible.
There's some serious drama going down here after this ball game ended. Well, I'm surprised security...
Now you see her go approach her? You see her go approach her? You see her go approach her from behind? And that look, her teammates are having to pull her back and all of that. Bro, you lost. Y'all got smacked. Y'all have won one game. Take your sorry asses to the locker room. Take y'all sorry asses to the locker room. Y'all won one game all year. Shout out to Paige. You had a hell of a performance today. Y'all stink. Don't interrupt the other team huddle. Take y'all trash team to the locker room, bro.
Oh, this becomes even more bizarre because the true question is, how is this still going on? How are we in 2025 witnessing paid professional athletes act like they're in a middle school hallway brawl while Kathy Angelbert is out here drinking chamomile tea as if nothing is wrong? Are you managing a league or hosting an anger management support group, ma'am?
Are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing this season? What happened to you in the off season? Who hurt you, DiJonai? Ever since the season tipped off, you have been a one-person wrecking ball, wrecking havoc on the floor, wrecking havoc after the game, approaching officials, eye-raking Jessica Shepard. Another week, another day of dirtbag DiJonai Carrington. A game where Paige Bueckers had her best game as a pro.
Let's take a moment to discuss DiJonai Carrington, since we've reached a new level of carefree chaos. This woman isn't just scuffing her elbows in the paint. She's performing full karate chops during the broadcast as if she trained at the Shaolin Temple. If you blink too quickly, you might miss it. Every post-game handshake seems to be a covert audition for the Cobra Kai WNBA edition, as demonstrated by Bruce Lee's layup attempt.
In drama yet again in another basketball game, and this time it's with a top-notch player, man. Her and Satou Sabally had a powerful exchange after this game, and you already know Phoenix put the beats on Dallas. Dallas, one of the worst teams in the league. This should come as no surprise, bro. But one thing I can tell you is DiJonai Carrington behavior is starting to look a little spooky, bro. At this point, bro, something has to be done.
And then there is the hair pulling. Yes, you read correctly, where WNBA players are snatching each other's extensions as if it were the last round of a reunion of Real Housewives. How did we go from fadeaways and quick breaks to full-on follicular warfare? Not only for hazard pay fines, but also for mouth guards, these women require helmets and insurance waivers. Someone phones the league headquarters.
And Satou Sabally low-key was going at it the entire game. Okay, they both they were doing pretty good guarding and defending each other. Like, it was starting to get heated up again. They're very competitive women. Okay, Satou Sabally stands at 6'4". DiJonai Carrington is at 5'11". The truth is, though, low-key, they kind of have been going at it, so to speak, for some years now. I remember I saw a clip back in from 2023. Just YouTube it here, guys. It's on YouTube here for free. Just type in DiJonai Carrington, Satou Sabally 2023. They got into it, they kind of clashed, and then DiJonai Carrington had said something to her out of bounds. She did something to her. She got fined $200, and then they was on Twitter talking about it. And DiJonai Carrington had added Satou Sabally. She was like, "Come on, Satou, it ain't even got to be like this." And Satou Sabally was like, "Girl, whatever." Again, Satou Sabally, okay, has been she's slick at the mouth. Okay, her and DiJonai Carrington, they act like they ain't got no media training. They act like they ain't got no home training.
The actual kicker is right here. This isn't mayhem without planning. DiJonai Carrington is a discriminating bully who doesn't throw down with just anybody. She chooses her victims as if she's creating her fantasy fight club. She only invites people she knows she can steamroll. See how quickly you get folded like a beach chair if you try to pull that bullshit on someone like Brittany Guria or A.A. Wilson. But DJ, she is the kid who slaps your lunch tray off the table, but only if she is certain you won't retaliate. This is classic bullying behavior, bravado with a safety net, and you know what that stings the most. She knows exactly what she's doing, and it isn't passion at the moment. She is out here squaring up with rookies and anyone under 6 feet like it's an afternoon hobby, giving playground energy. Whereas Kathy Engelbert during all of this, sitting in a boardroom someplace, crafting a very soft, vague statement about sportsmanship and high standards as the league turns into a full-length, compact soap opera. It's planned chaos with a dash of ego and a side of bad judgment. Kathy, you need a referee crew with riot shields instead of a public relations team, because what's taking place on that court isn't passion. It's almost like battery, man.
Out of here, bro. Get her out of here, man. Get her out of here. Why is she even up there? Get her out of here. DiJonai Carrington, you have done enough. WNBA, are you going to step in? Remember the last time I said, since the refs won't handle her doing all these flagrants, somebody gonna have to step up and fight. Now we're after the game and she's approaching someone to fight. She's approaching someone hostile. You too hostile. You just got popped. Y'all have lost 10 games. You have won 1 game. Get your ass to the locker room.
Imagine for a moment that when the final buzzer sounds, everyone is exhausted, sweaty, and possibly a little irritated. But rather than dressing up and going to the locker room like responsible adults, DiJonai Carrington determines that a surprise Mortal Kombat Satou episode is appropriate. It's crazy. The crowd is bewildered. The security is sleepy, and Kathy is still missing. Sabally is still attempting to tie her shoelaces, and the DJs are already assuming a ninja position and maybe singing her own entrance music. Most likely downloading an app for mindfulness. Meanwhile, one shove at a time, DJ is transforming the WNBA into the Wild West. To be clear, this isn't excessive competition. Rather, it's unbridled violence with a whistle nearby, and the league sends a message each time it doesn't act with genuine repercussions. Go ahead and give someone a body slam. We'll just locate you $250 and send you a sweet "Be Better" tweet if you're having a rough shooting night. Where are the suspensions? The responsibility. No one is hitting stop while the leadership DiJonai Carrington plays a whole combat card in slow motion. She is causing chaos while the league's chief executive is away. She is the Tasmanian devil in braids, rearranging spreadsheets with color coding.
What else happened last night? DiJonai Carrington said, "Oh, what? Paige Beckers is gonna get all this shine after her amazing game? Paige Beckers is gonna get all this publicity after this amazing game? How do I take the spotlight off my teammate, act like a child, and have everybody's eyes on me? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to approach Satou Sabally. As the Phoenix Mercury are over here huddling, Satou Sabally gets into it with one of the Wings teammates. They're over here. Yeah, you see? Yeah, Satou Sabally jawing at DiJonai. And that's DiJonai. That's dirtbag DiJonai, by the way, with that thigh tattoo, as you see over here.
Kathy Engelbert's got all the authority of a substitute teacher in a classroom full of feral middle schoolers. Everyone's just doing what they want, while she helplessly writes names on a clipboard no one's ever going to read, and don't even try to tell us that's just. Passion is diving for loose balls. Passion is playing through a sprained ankle. Passion is not dropkicking your opponent's kneecap and then pretending it was incidental contact. DiJonai Carrington out here pulling hair like she's styling mannequins blindfolded. There's nothing passionate about going full UFC during post-game pleasantries, But again, it's who she targets that really exposes the game. DJ never pops off at the league veterans who've got reach strength, or let's be honest, the receipts. You'll never see her trying that nonsense with a Candace Parker team on. She's not storming toward the 6 feet 4 inches all-stars. No, she waits for the ones who are too stunned, too polite, or too green to swing back. It's not just violence, it's strategic violence, like a villain with a scouting report, and the fans, oh, they're eating it up, because let's face it, the drama is compelling. There's something disturbingly entertaining about watching someone try to double dutch their way between a handshake line and a street fight. How
did security let that go on for so long? How does WNBA security not usher them off of the floor? How are y'all allowing them to stay on the floor that long when you see it's becoming hostile? Especially with her reputation. Y'all supposed to get them off the floor. Get them off the floor. You don't see the other team. When Minnesota plays at home, right? When Minnesota plays at home and after the game, they do their dance, step thing, whatever it is they do. You don't see the other team out there. No, the other team beat it. They just smacked y'all. Skate, get out of here. Skedaddles, have a safe flight home. You don't see the other team out there when the minutes, like, come on. Y'all lost. Y'all been losing. WNBA, y'all.
Cathy Engelberg doesn't get a grip. Soon the WNBA is not going to be known for elite talent and growing influence. It's going to be known as the league where you might catch a right hook before you catch your breath. It's time to stop handing out polite warnings and start handing out actual repercussions, because if DJ Carrington turns another post-game moment into her own personal fight club and the league does nothing again, we're going to have to start assuming Cathy Engelberg's running this thing from an underwater bunker with no Wi-Fi. Punishment isn't optional anymore, it's survival. The WNBA can't afford to become a parody of itself, where every tense matchup ends with someone on the floor and someone else going viral for all the wrong reason. DJ, she can't keep walking away like she's the main character in a telenovela, storming off dramatically after setting the building on fire. We need order, we need leadership, and most of all, we need Cathy to wake up and start acting like the commissioner of a professional sports league and not the director of a chaotic summer camp, because the only thing more ridiculous than DJ Carrington's antics is that no one's stopping her. And what's even more baffling in this bizarre WNBA drama fest, indeed, Skylar Diggins-Smith didn't even confront DJ Carrington.
I mean, I think this is a conversation that could also be important for the next CBA. You know, Cathy added a lot of games, and us as players, recovery is so important. We put our bodies on the line every single time. We had 9 games in 18 days. That's not really responsible for a commissioner. I think other teams have like 3 back-to-back. So it's just a lot of things that we could clean up in terms of scheduling, but we've persevered and we show that we can do it. It's just something that obviously along the way over the course of a long season, that's really hard to do.
The same Skylar who never misses an opportunity to show off her attitude, whose highlight reels have their own soundtrack of sass and smirks. But when DJ started spinning up her Tasmanian tornado routine, Skylar looked the other way, as if she simply remembered she left her curling iron on. Where was all that alpha energy when the league needed someone to pump the brakes on this chaos? The veterans hung around like background dancers in her evil origin story as the DJ went full Mortal Kombat once more. Since these women are determined to ruin their own league one foul-mouthed elbow-throwing moment at a time, it seems like nobody wants to be the adult in the room. And now there is a chain reaction of unbridled aggression that is transforming WNBA games into gladiatorial arenas with sporadic free throws. This isn't passion, it's sabotage. This is how athletes mistake competitive for flammable, believing that chaos is branding and that they are irrelevant if they aren't trending for drama.
The WNBA needs to step in and solve this nonsense, man. Y'all are allowing this girl to run around like a menace. And like I said, Satou, Satou kind of soft. It is what it is. Like, Satou ain't with all that. She know who to pick and choose to play these games with. She wouldn't have, you see Alyssa Thomas was stopping it. She wouldn't have did what that wolfing she was doing with Satou. She would never do that with Alyssa Thomas, who was there. She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that at all. At all. At all. Y'all got popped by 13 points. You guys are 1-10.
And guess what? It's working. They're trending, but not for the reasons that anyone wants the WNBA to trend. Rather than being well known for their talent and increased visibility, we're seeing the league turn into a hilarious video of post-game arguments and sideline altercations. For the first time in a long time, people outside of the core audience were talking about women's basketball as if it mattered, and some of these players decided that now is the time to start treating games like they're auditioning for Survivor Elbow Island. If this trend keeps up, ESPN might as well air WNBA highlights immediately after a Real Housewives of Atlanta marathon. She brought in new fans, mainstream coverage, and real buzz.
Really allowing her to bully, attack, say whatever, do whatever she wants to any damn players. There is no disciplinary actions. There is no nothing with DiJonai Carrington, bro. I mean, this is getting out of hand, dog. And it's just so crazy to me that this is yet another week. I mean, well, not even a week. Another game, and we have a DiJonai Carrington situation, bro. A whole damn situation, bro.
I am incredibly self-destructive. This is a generational talent with real star power league visibility on her back. And instead of preserving that energy, uplifting the game, and riding the wave, some players are too busy trying to body slam each other and fight over who gets to be the next Chaos Queen. Do they not understand what's at stake? If this continues, don't be surprised if Caitlin Clark starts looking for a European contract. That will be the end of this beautiful, fragile comeback the WNBA was just beginning to experience because, let's face it, this league isn't bulletproof. It lacks the cushion or clout to absorb this kind of drama and still keep climbing. She isn't just a player. She is the ticket, the ad revenue, and the reason people care, and right now the league is treating her like an expendable rookie instead of the lifeline she is.
When you have two competitive women, okay, who are very spicy, very, they're gonna speak their mind, it is what it is, they got that no-nonsense attitude, they gonna clash. Low-key during that Unrivaled, okay, back in February when it was 1v1, they damn near was fighting, okay, when it was Satou Sabally up against DiJonai Carrington. Satou Sabally, again, she's 6'4", large wingspan, she's bigger and stronger and taller than DiJonai Carrington. She was tossing DiJonai Carrington around like a damn rag doll.
And nobody, particularly not no one, is enforcing the law. No one is removing DJ, and Cathy Engelbert appears ready to intervene and say, enough, we're not doing this anymore. She also says, hey, you know what might be more productive than trying to strangle someone with their own ponytail? Defense. Nobody is holding athletes accountable for actions that would get you kicked out of a pickup game at your neighborhood YMCA. Instead, we get ambiguous press releases that say she didn't show up to be sucker checked off a screen or closed mid'em, but that's exactly what's happening. If you think she will put up with that abuse forever, you're dreaming because, let's face it, Europe would love to have her. The fans would genuinely value her, the teams would build around her, and, you know what, they wouldn't use her as a crash test dummy to prove some perverse notion about toughness.
So right here, this Satou Sabally, right? So Satou Sabally is in Dallas. Now we all know she used to play for Dallas. So it wasn't a welcome back. DiJonai Carrington immediately put her hands up to the camera. Now this clip, like this scene right here, is going viral everywhere. DiJonai Carrington putting her hand up to the camera, really telling the camera she don't want nothing to do with them, bro.
Therefore, the WNBA needs to move quickly to prevent this rising tide from becoming a catastrophic tidal wave, which entails actual punishment. Genuine leadership and perhaps even a reminder to players like DJ Carrington that you don't improve the game by trying to eliminate your teammates, rivals, or the only bankable star in your league. Rather, you improve the game by playing it as though it matters and you want people to watch, with the intention of inspiring rather than intimidating. However, at the moment, too many players seem more interested in making headlines than creating something enduring, and Cathy Engelbert is running out of opportunities. You cannot pretend to have the league under control while allowing it to turn into a horrible episode of Jerry Springer. This is not intensity. Rather, it is insecurity masquerading as dominance, and if nothing is done about it, Caitlin Clark won't be the only one seeking a way out.